Welcome back everyone to another NRG, and this is my final trio of videos on the Galaxian style clones on the Amstrad CPC. Here we are with the final one, the fastest one out of the lot, Battle Beyond the Stars, and my word is this fast and hard and annoying. But I would say on balance it's probably the most fun in the weird way, even though it's ridiculously hard and ridiculously fast. It's impressive, in fact, that it's so fast, to be fair. Here we go, straight away. So you get 5 waves of enemies, 5 different waves of enemies, and 5 difficulty levels, so it recycles over and over. So for a total of 25 levels, so it's quite good, quite big in that sense. That's difficult, got bombed by these annoying things. You got a twin fire in this, which is interesting. And this twin fire, of course, can just miss these. Look, I'm just completely missing these sort of Iron Cross looking things. Fair enough. I mean, they do look like the Iron Cross, don't they? Oh goodness me, the bombs, the speed of the bombs that drop are ridiculously fast. So you've got to try and keep a calm head during this, and not make too many erratic movements. Often these kind of shoot 'em ups, you want to make quick movements. And I found that in this game you don't want to do that. You want to try and sort of like stay static as much as possible until something comes heading your way, and then move bloody quick. And you really have got to react quick. It's a very, very, very fast game, this. But I've been practicing a bit, so I can at least get to the second sort of like wave of enemies to sort of show you. This is actually, funnily enough, the saucers are actually probably the easiest, which is the 5th wave. They're probably the easiest. In a sense, because they're massive targets. They're nice big targets, you see, and you get an extra life every time you go around a loop. So that's at least one thing. I mean, I managed to die 3 times, so we'll get through to hey, there we go. Nice little animation as well when we zoom off. So here we go into the second sort of difficulty stage. It's the same way with the first enemies, and you see you get this sort of like different coloured one that sort of floats around in a different pattern. And that's kindly what you get. You get one of those. There you go. You got one of the Iron Crosses now going gold, and it just bombed me. There we go. Yeah, like I said, it does move fast, and you actually can. It's one of those weird ones where you want to keep coming back at this one because it's so quick and over so quickly. You think, now I've got to give it another go. Got to give it another go, and you eventually start sort of working out the patterns and what not to do. It's still pretty unforgiving even when you do work out the patterns, and a lot of the time you these enemies sort of like work in a pattern where they'll get to the bottom and they will hit you wherever you will go. There's no way. You either got to shoot them before they get there, or you're dead. And sort of sum it up in that sense. And that weren't too bad actually. I did that all right. Back to the saucers on the second sort of level. I've done all right. Yeah, I think I've impressed myself. I think we'll have another. I thought I was going to have several goes at this to sort of get a decent length video. I've done all right. All the mines. Oh, these are absolute horrible. Yeah, they explode. If you shoot them in mid-air, they will actually explode on you, and you got to move out of the way quick. Oh, and I had nowhere to go there, did I? Why did I shoot that? Graphics-wise, it's actually not too bad. It's kind of faithful to a traditional arcade of that era. Not bad at all, and it moves really well. Yeah, the sound effects are pretty good. Maybe a bit dodgy on the old sort of volume level. Some of them could do. Maybe a little bit more louder, should we say. I'm in trouble here, and that's that. Iron Cross in the face. But that weren't actually a first effort, and not bad, actually. What level was that? Level 11, 12? That weren't bad. Let's have another go at that. I kind of enjoyed that. You can actually jump levels here at the beginning as well. Nice starfield in the back. Not as impressive as the starfield on a few other of these types of games on the Amstrad, for instance Moon Cresta. Oh, that was nice. Snapped them up pretty quickly. You got a lot of these Galaxian style, Galaga style games. Obviously, Galaga came out later. I was pointed out in the comments that Galaga obviously came after a certain number of these games in the 80s. I know, but it's the style of the game which is still the same, isn't it? It was similar. The mechanics on Battle Beyond the Stars, like I said, the only one that's really significantly different to me is the fact that these enemies essentially are constantly scrolling down. A bit like Space Invaders. So if you don't get them, they probably will hit you unless you're extremely lucky to move out of the way. So you've got to sort of shoot them off on the first sort of like descent, as it were. I haven't started this second turn off very well, actually. I've just died 3 times and... oh, no, died 4 times. Nah, not doing very well on this second attempt, I've got to admit. Let's try this again. Let's get to the saucers, at least get a life going. Maybe we can sort of like salvage this. Right, because the saucers are not hard at all. I don't find them difficult anyway. They're, like I said, the easiest. They're worth actually some of the most points as well, funnily enough. But them bloody Iron Cross things, I think, are I think they're the toughest enemies for me. The way they move, and the fact that they're so elusive, the way you can't barely hit the damn things. We'll wrap them up pretty quickly. Oh, that was swift. I enjoyed doing that. Oh, yes. Could have been done with a little bit of music. I would have liked a bit of music to this. So I'd say the presentation is pretty basic, and there's a very, like you probably saw in the high score table, very garish high score table, which is bright pink, would you believe? Same colour as your ship. Ship is like the shape of some sort of digging aircraft. Big old sweeping wings at the top. It also, no power-ups as well. Could do, no. Some power-ups would have been nice. But like I said, how fast this game moves, and it's like I say, it's pretty responsive as well. It needs to be. I would have thought the firepower is actually quite rapid in its deployment. A lot of these types of games, you sort of like find that the firepower is too slow for the action. But I think in this case, you have to have a sort of like fast firepower to keep up and shoot the damn things. Like I say, collision detection is actually pretty decent as well. I would say slow them bloody bombs down though. If I was to improve it. The movements of the enemies is not too bad. You get used to the patterns, but it's just them bombs. Slow the bombs down. They descend so quickly, and you just have not got a chance at all. Let's try and get this. Whee, there you go. That's how you do it. You move out the way. Boom. Right. Okay. We've got to the same. We've got to the Iron Cross level again. Whee, it was close. Come on, you've got to shoot these things before they come down on you. And you see. Ah, damn, the bloody mine got me. Well, there you go. Battle Beyond the Stars on the Amstrad. It's actually pretty good. It's fast and bloody difficult, but I kind of enjoy this one. It's a good one. Thanks for watching. Novabug, out. Hey, Novabug here. I do hope you enjoyed this video. Please support the channel by liking and commenting, and of course subscribing if you haven't already done. If you would like to support me further, please consider joining my bug army via Patreon. And also don't forget to follow me over at Facebook, Twitter, BitChute and Twitch. And a salute to my bug army generals Sam M, Sweet Nanak, Pete Walker and Craig Harrison. Thank you everyone for supporting me. Novabug, out.